My name is Alicia, and
I am Kara, and we are Wonder Women. What do we do today, Alicia? Let's tell them.
Today we had our first annual Wonder Women series, and it was a brunch, and it was a wonderful experience. We had a wonderful women come in and promote their businesses, give us samples of their products. One in particular was cupcakes and whiskey. We tried some bacon cupcakes.
Bacon, you guys. Bacon. Wasn't it delicious?
It was delicious.
Really wonderful.
I wanted to put some syrup on mine.
We still have some, so we can handle that right now after the video.
It had like some cream icing on it, but it's
kind of like, it was sweet, like vanilla.
Delicious.
Bacon. Yeah. It's a pleasure coming together as women and understanding that we are wonderful. We are actually superheroes, Wonder Women. And we got a chance to unearth our superhero powers today. Everybody get a chance to see how we can collaborate with one another. Thank you so much for opening your home to us. It was a wonderful experience. We got a chance to net worth. You know, I never say net worth, but net worth, building up one another. And we did the energy awakening exercise to really awaken the energy that's in us that helps to sustain us and help our companies and our lives prosper. So we are looking forward to the next Wonder Women brunch. It is a series, and I'm looking forward to it.
It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed listening to Alexander speak about clothes and just learning how I can build my business credit and the steps that I can use that will take me there, that will help also bring in funding for my business and ways that I can do that. And it was just a wonderful bonding experience just to sit and listen to the next woman and what she had to offer. And sometimes you never really know what a woman has to offer until she opens her mouth, until you take the time to just listen in. And I really like the bonding experience of it all, where we were all just in tune to one another. Did you see that?
I did.
How we gathered around when it was your time and we did the chakra, just learning about different parts of the body that we didn't know. We all gathered around and we were focused in on that with you, focused and centered. And then when it was time for Suzette to show us her cupcakes, I mean, we just loved it. It was wonderful. And then when I showed you guys the soaps and the body scrubs, it was just so much love, and it was really a sisterhood, and I love that part of it.
Absolutely. It's Chef Cece.
Cece?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Cece.
How could I forget Chef Cece?
She oh my gosh,
lovely.
the food. Let's just have an event for her. How about that? It was delicious. I have never sampled some of the most delectable treats. How do you take like a regular sausage and cut it up into little pieces? What was that? The glaze on it? I mean,
it was an Asian glaze.
Asian glaze. Okay. I mean, Chef Cece, internationally known, right? International chef.
Actually, she's working on a restaurant in the Dominican Republic right now. And she came to be with us. She was actually here just for this event, and she has to fly out. So that was wonderful.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing Chef Cece. It was a pleasure meeting her. So we're excited for what is to come for Wonder Women. Our superhero powers being unearthed and getting a chance to put up our little symbol for Wonder Women. Strength, right? And getting that assistance from one another as we work together to save the world. Yeah, that's what we're really doing, saving the world.
Yeah, saving the world through vision, through management, through planning, through enrichment, and just strengthening one another. And also have to say thank you, Cece, because she helped me make soap the night before. So I do want to say that she was just willing to help with everything.
I'm getting a whole bag. And I'm just putting a lot of stuff and just, like candles and all that. So you guys, I'm just going to do like a walking shop of buttery, gooey, warm.
Yes, it's wonderful. So I really enjoyed myself, and I definitely look forward to the next one and the next one. And I just really want to see where we go with this.
Absolutely.
And with all the wonderful women, all these wonderful women with these bright minds, and I'm looking forward to see who they're going to bring in next and who they're going to take in under their belt, and just what we can all grow together and what we can nourish as a community, and just watch it grow.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next
one. Wonder Women's Brunch
series. All right.
coming this wonderful Saturday afternoon. You can be anywhere in Atlanta. We know there's a lot to do, but thank you for honoring us with, your time and your wonderful gifts, your treats, and you're going to show us about business. So thank you so much. This is the Wonder Women Brunch series, hosted by myself and Alicia, a wonderful home. She's opened it up for us to do. Okay. She opened it up for us to get together, connect with one another. We're going to tell you more about what Wonder Women is all about. Alicia.
Okay. So Wonder Women is a group of business women who are blazing the pathway to success and want to collaborate with other business women to build a brand, to build our community, to help enrich the lives around us, and also to build your inner strength and to bring out your talent and to use your talent towards other endeavors for just going to invest others' lives in their businesses.
And who else? Who else said they shop?
I didn't know.
A little. Colors, I know a
The
little.
colors. So I'm not an artist, so I'll show you something after we go over just some basic principles about chakras, okay? The chakra system. Chakra really means circle of energy, circle of light, okay? And what we're going to be talking about is not to take away from anybody else's religion or belief system. These are spiritual principles that have been known for many, many thousands of years that go beyond like established religions. And what I like to do is to tell people that this can be added to what you already know, what you already believe, and to enhance that, okay? It's just like we will say things without thinking, like what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? Those are spiritual principles, and we sometimes take them for granted, but that it's really true. They really do work. So getting back to chakras, it means wheel or circle of energy, okay? Chakras help to connect your physical and your spiritual body. We are here on this planet called Earth, right? So it's 3D. We have weight, we have mass, we have to eat, sleep, rejuvenate, all those things. So it's not about, oh, I'm just this spirit floating around. We're real people, right? So we have to really be honest about what it takes to live here. Emotions can affect your chakras. Just your thought processing, your experiences can affect your chakras, and that also impacts your physical body, right? Sometimes, and it gets down to the third point, sometimes the chakras can become blocked because of those emotional issues. Physical ailments happening. You have a headache. There's a chakra up here, depending on where your headache is. What's going on in that area? Why is your head hurting? Are you stressed? Are you thinking too much? Are you worried? Okay? So we're going to flip the page here and get to just my generalized picture. Like I said, I'm not an artist, so I just want to make a sketch to show you in general of what the chakras look like and where they're placed. So this is the spine, okay? So just imagine your own spine, okay? This is your head. So if we start from the bottom and go to the top, this is the chakra system, okay? There are 7 major chakras. I have, through my research, found that there are way more than that. But just for the purposes of being general and hitting those major chakras, I want to stick with the 7, okay? If we start at the bottom, it goes from your spine. Okay, so I'm just going to show you like right here, the base of your spine. This is your root chakra. This deals with grounding you to the earth. And that's why I like to wear those shoes a lot of times. If I can get somewhere and not have my shoes on, I like to feel the earth, feel the ground, because I feel connected to who I am and to my purpose for wherever I'm going. Okay, so this is a grounding chakra. That color is red. The next chakra up, chakra number 2, is the sacral chakra. So that deals with emotions, okay? You think about why you may be in a bad mood sometimes. What could possibly happen that gets you to react emotionally, meaning without thinking things through? Somebody cut you off while you're driving on 285 or 85. It's like, what makes us not be in control of our emotions? And it's just not having a balance here. We have to start our day out right anyway, so that when we encounter different activities, it's not that big of a deal, right? That color is orange. The third chakra is the solar plexus chakra. So that's right in here, okay? Solar plexus. So this deals with your personal power. That color is yellow. What else is yellow and that deals with solar?
Sun.
Exactly, right? So what I would suggest as we move up, you start thinking about real life organs in nature. What does this represent? And you'll start putting the picture together of who we really are and how we're really connected. First to ourselves and then to each other. And this is really, really an awesome research study to think about, how am I connected? Why am I here? Why did each of you come here today? How did we all meet one another, right? So the sun, it's yellow, personal power. If you are maybe struggling with feeling as though you're being treated some way, maybe it's the energy that you're giving off. If you tend to think, oh, I feel like people walk over me all the time. Let's check out this solar plexus chakra. What can we do to awaken this? What's going on here? Is it not yellow? Is it maybe pink or a different color that it should not be, that signifies being halfway closed or completely blocked? You know, what's going on there? The fourth chakra, the heart chakra. I work with patients, people who are sick, people who need to be healed on a regular basis. Can you imagine the compassion that I have to deal with sickness, to walk into a facility and it's sickness, sickness, sickness. Can you do this? Can you do that? It's pulling, right? How many of you all are in situations where you're dealing a lot with compassion, even if you're in a service business? Exactly. How does it feel when you get into that environment and you haven't had enough rest yourself? How do you feel?
It drains you.
Yes, yes.
It's like it depletes every energy that you have.
Right. Do you think it affects what you're able to give?
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
After an extended period of time, yes, to me it does.
Yeah. For me, no.
Well,
And
it
that's
depends
very-
to what level. I think it depends on the intensity.
What may happen, Cece, and what you're thinking about is you start relying on the power of the other chakras.
Right.
Oh,
So
okay.
you may be doing something that you're not aware of, which is really, okay, I'm going to let this heart chakra overshine the rest, but I bet you if you go below or higher, something else is happening. Because when you're
Right.
putting a stress on one of these chakras, by this being the spine, which is
Yes.
the information highway, it's going to cause an interaction with the other chakras.
Yes.
So that's a beautiful thing to know that, okay, no, I always am this way, but I bet you if you look through here,
I bet.
something else is happening because you're stressing out that heart chakra. Like, okay, this person's really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna go ahead and smile. So this solar plexus, your digestion, all of it's being affected. You might not be aware of it.
Okay, I got you.
So we get to the throat chakra. How many people say, I'm not a good speaker, I don't like groups, I don't like talking? Anybody in here think about maybe not being a good speaker or communicating effectively or being misunderstood?
In the beginning,
Mhm.
yes, and then what you do is you want to grow.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
start taking, you facilitating classes and
Right.
certification courses. So you just try to do better. So
Right.
I used to be a shut-in.
Mhm. What I like about what you said is knowing that there is a deficit, which is not a bad thing. You acknowledge that and you
Yeah.
say, you know what, I need to take classes. Let me
Yeah.
go read. Let me
Yeah.
find out. Let me connect. Let me start going to networking events.
Yeah.
I used to be like that when I first moved here about 8 years ago. I had never heard of meetup groups, and my sister, because I kept saying, I don't know where to go and meet these people, and I want to act, I want to do these things. She was like, well, have you heard of meetup? And I was like, no. She was like, well, join meetup groups. You can meet people and talk to people, get connected. And I was just like, what am I going to say when I meet people? And 8 years later, 9 years later, now, right?
Yeah.
So this throat chakra, the color is blue. It's like the sky, like a light, pretty blue, baby blue, or Tiffany blue. That deals with communication. So when you get ready to speak in front of people, go out to an event and meet people, if you can maybe meditate, close your eyes, envision your own throat in your own blue, light blue chakra, that can strengthen you for that event. Okay, because we're going to get into how do we use all of this? What does it mean? What's the purpose of it? Third eye chakra. Everybody point to the third eye chakra. All of our heads, our foreheads are different. So yeah, everybody point to their own third eye chakra. Okay, so putting your own hand on your own third eye, when you envision it, when you want to have mental clarity about something, when you're thinking, I don't know if I should go into business with this person, let me see how I feel when I think about it. How do I feel? What are my other
I started doing that too. Like, how do I feel when I think about this person or when I say their name?
Yes.
I'm learning to do that.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Isn't that a good thing? Because we all have that sense. We all have, we call it a sixth sense, like it's something outside of us. No, this is what we were created to do, to be able to use that. Animals use it
Animals use it.
all the time.
Right.
Right. We want to call it cute little names. And what's that lady, the Long Island medium? She's really special because
We all have that.
we all have that. So we thank her and other people who can turn that into a business. Because please turn it into a business. But understand that we all have that if we can hone in on it. And I like how you use that, Shantrisa, just to understand. Think about that. What am I feeling? Listen to your body. Your body will tell you.
It's funny they say that, your childhood instincts leaves you. When the child, when you could cross the child and the child cries or the child don't like somebody.
Right.
It's not really all that negative against you. It's just that he or she picks up on different things, just like animals and everything. But we never lose that childhood instinct.
Right.
And I think is that what you're saying? And I'm just trying to acknowledge.
Yes.
A lot of times we ignore and kind of like go with the flow instead of like listen to our intuition.
Right.
We ignore it, and the more we ignore it, we don't utilize it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We wonder, because we'll say, I knew I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have. Exactly. Right.
Go with your first mind.
Go with your first
always
mind.
right.
Right.
It's
Right.
Always right.
Right.
It's
It's
never fail.
always right.
Right. And then sometimes, like me, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she would always say, be nice, be nice. And I didn't understand how that really affected me as a child. I want to be good. I want to, let me praise the Lord. Let me let Jesus, I got to make him happy. So I was always trying to tiptoe around. I knew I was feeling something totally different. So I never said what I really thought. It was like, I don't want to do that, but okay, I'll be nice. Grandmother said be nice. So in my adult years, I'm learning, okay, be nice, but be clear. Just be clear. I'm going to be nice, but I'm not going to go against what my energy field is telling me, which is this is not for you, right?
Yeah.
I wish someone well, but this won't do for me. So
And a lot of time when you listen to your intuition, things will start showing up.
Right.
Like you might see like you say, I don't think I should go and visit with her because something ain't right. But then you see like a little red flags. He
And then
saying, why you shouldn't do it. Like it said like signs and stuff will start showing like, oh my God, the signs is matching my feelings.
Right, exactly.
That's
and
so
then,
true.
And then what do? Do you ignore that or should you ignore that?
No, you should.
Right.
Some people do.
Have we ignored it?
But when you do
Yeah.
it, they come right back around and it bites you.
It does.
You
It bites
ignore
you.
it and you be like, that's what I said, I should have listened to that.
And you be mad at your own self.
And then it's like, I wish I could take that experience back.
Yeah.
I think as human beings, I think we do the opposite. I think
Yeah.
at that point when we see those signs, we start looking for different things to prove why we should do it.
Yeah.
Try to make sense to us.
Yeah, like
Depending on
makes
how
sense.
in tune you are with what
Right.
you guys are talking about.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it could go each way.
Right.
You're either going to be in tune with yourself and be like, nope, I'm not going to get, or you're going
Right.
to start doubting yourself and starting finding
Right.
reasons why you should do it instead
Absolutely.
of following
Right.
what your instinct is telling
We
you.
call it like rationalizing self.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I knew that this didn't make sense. I knew that this didn't feel right. Why would I go along with that, right?
Absolutely. Oh,
Right.
yes. That's life. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
powerful.
That's life.
Yeah.
It is powerful.
When you look at something like outside of yourself and see, even though this is like just a sketch, a drawing, just so you can see, it's like really like everything is communicating. And so to be able to wake up in the morning and sit in silence and be thankful for knowledge about how your spiritual body is connected to your physical body. Trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are organ systems in here that fall under each chakra. I can't even get into that today. Can you imagine? Imagine your organs in each area. So if something is not right, is that not affecting your physical body too? Right? Think about digestion. Oh wow. Digestion. Personal power is connected to if I can digest my food. Oh, okay. Maybe it shouldn't be about an Atkins diet or whatever kind of diet. Maybe it should be about how do I honor myself? What's my personal power? You know what I mean? So that's a lifelong journey. The crown chakra. I think it's ironic how we talk about putting on our crowns and dusting our crowns off, and you know how you see those different Instagram memes.
Right.
So this color is purple. It's actually a darker purple than this. Exactly. So that means that how many people have this crown? Maybe just some people, right? Everybody has these crowns, right? We thank them. And I like to say real life individuals because we have to be able to see ourselves and understand that they're people. Okay. I used to laugh at like Queen whomever over in London. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna tell you a story because it is kind of funny. You all will not believe it, but it's true. I went to London with my sister, I think back in 2004. And you know how you take the double-decker red bus, right, on tour? Mm-hmm. So we missed the palace because I don't think we were paying attention, so they didn't really stop if you didn't get up and go down to get off the bus. So we looked and it was going right by the palace. So I said, okay, we'll have to catch it on the way back. It was dark by the time we were able to catch the bus back. We went to the palace in 2004 at night. So imagine everything that's happened since 2004, right? Mm-hmm. All the terrorism and all these things that they tell us. So they had the guards out there, and this is at night. And I call her Liz. Okay, her name is Elizabeth, and they call her the Queen. But I went up to the guard station at Buckingham Palace. This is for real. And I said, okay, is Liz here? And so they were laughing, like it was just so weird that you can get up to the gate at Buckingham Palace. Yeah. Liz, I mean, what's going on? Where's Liz? I'm an American, you know, my American accent. Do you know those people answered me and said, she is not here. The Queen of England, she is not here. And they said she's at Windsor for the weekend. At night. You don't know me, this is 2004. It was so funny, but I was so in tune and just so, I connect with people really easily. Yep. And I was just kind of like, hey, where's Liz? You know, and it was just kind of like, I just connected, and they told me that she was at Windsor for the weekend. So my sister, she got out of hand. She was like, oh, we should take pictures. I said, we have overstepped our bounds. Let's go now. I said too much, let's go. But they said, yeah, we'll take them. And we took pictures with the guards at the palace at night after I called the woman Liz, right? So I just want to show you that it's when you understand that we're all people, okay? Whoever you want to call yourself, you are a person. None of us are separate. The only thing is they have realized who they are. No one's going to tell you who you are. You got to figure that out, okay? That's what this energy enhancing exercise is really about. Awakening that energy, that power in you. Wonder Women, you have a superpower. We just sampled some of your superpowers, right? You have a superpower. I think you were charging yours up. You asked for a space to put it out on. You have a superpower. I'm taking some with me. Your superpowers, okay? You have a superpower. I waited to see you today to tell you what I need you for. When you look at your business, if it wasn't for Angela, you know, her getting the lights and all, okay, this is her superpower. I was looking for someone. I can't do that. I need help. I had to put up my Wonder Woman signal. You know, like the Batman, you put it up in the air, right? Right. Well, I need somebody to do this, record this, because I don't do that. Rhonda, she's a facilitator as well. She said I couldn't miss this event. She asked me, we had a play rehearsal. Angela's a writer of that play. And she said, when is your event? I want to come. You know, so people feel things. The real people, the people who are in touch, you all who are here today, and I know some wanted to come, and God bless them, and we'll see them again. Alicia, I was telling Cece our story. I didn't know Alicia like 2 months ago. You would have thought that we've been knowing each other for a long time. But I had an event. Alicia came. You found out that day of the event or like the day before? How did you find out? The day before. Alicia didn't know me, but she came to an event. You know how some of us are like, oh, who is it? Who's going to be there? How many people come? You know, all of that like outside, exterior type thinking. Yeah. She just came. And the young lady that brought her actually did yoga at the event. So this was an elite CEO yoga. We have a meetup. It's a mastermind collective. And so we had yoga. She did the instruction for that. Alicia was there. And she connected us and said, you all have a lot to, you know, talk about. And here we are at Alicia's wonderful home enjoying the Wonder Women brunch. So everybody has a superpower is what I want to say. Amen. We have to acknowledge it. We have to own it. We have to send a new vibration to it. Because at one point you can say, oh, I have a gift I want to share. You know, we go back to our church days. Oh, thank you, Jesus. No. Because you have people, and I don't like to keep naming the same people, but like Jay-Z, for instance, he knows who he is. Oh, yeah. I think the tickets for his concert, someone told me, is $700 for the
And people will pay that $700.
Okay. Why would they pay?
Why would they pay?
Oh, really?
And they know they like his music.
Right.
You know? Right. They don't care.
Right.
You know?
But for him to have that audacity is to say that the audacity is rightfully his.
Exactly.
I'm just going to say, those who go, I think it's fantastic because
thumbs up to you.
It's a sell or be sold society. So he's selling people on his belief in himself, and all of us are here to leave our mark, right? So he's wearing a crown. All of us have the crown chakra. We have to activate it. And that's why I want to get women together. This is Wonder Women. There's a lot of things that need to change in Atlanta, and to be able to come together with a group of women and, let's say, go to a school. Let's say go somewhere to a senior citizen's home and leave our mark there. Let's all bring our superpowers to different events. Let's make a difference. You know, everybody wants to be a celebrity, right? Oh, I want to be a star. How about you be a superhero? You were created to come to this plane, this earth for a purpose. And the only way you're getting out is through death. Let's just be real, right? That's the only way you're getting out of here, right? You came in through birth, through life. You're getting out through death, right? So we're all stars, so to speak, right? But we all have a power. It's a superhero power. So I just want us to get that point out about why Wonder Woman. What does that mean? You never heard me say empowerment. I was telling Alicia, I'm so tired of that word. I was like, well, please.
She said that.
I said, I can't do it. Everything in Atlanta is women empowerment, women and sisterhood this. And what does it really mean? Ms. Rhonda, you were telling me about being with women who actually want to do something instead of, right? Tell me what you have experienced.
Women who want to really grow together, share resources, unselfishly connect, and just be authentic of who you are and what you want, what you expect to meet, and hold each other accountable. That's important. We have to hold each other accountable. And I think the best way to do that is to speak and communicate with each other. You may not like something I say, you may say, why you look at me like that or whatever, but as business women and leaders that we are, we should be able to communicate that and move on and still be able to connect with each other. But you're right, empowerment and, and sisterhood, that's really under, people really don't know what true sisterhood is. That's like, you're there regardless of what's going on, whether you're up, down, or whatever, you're still there for that sister.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's funny because I kind of was having that conversation outside, and I didn't know that you were going to touch on that. And I think the reason why we're hearing this word empowerment everywhere when it comes to women is because, unfortunately, that is something that women do. And it's not to generalize. It's, you hear terms, but to your point, maybe it is what should be done is move away from that word empowerment. But I think that word is being used so much because that's what we don't do. So I think it clicks automatically to say that because
like what we should be doing.
Right. What I like about people that have been in the military, and my ex-husband is a Marine, and I'm not going to tell you how many times I've heard you never leave a man behind. And I think that's the mentality that we should have when we think about sisterhood. And I think there's, when you look at the church, they try to have women's retreat, and it's so funny because I was just talking to my girls and I was saying we should have a retreat, but I didn't want to call it like a women's retreat to just be the religious aspect of it. I wanted it to be a place where you could have power of the mind, where you could have the religious aspect of it, you could have the relaxation aspect of it, because like you just said, as mothers or single mothers, whatever your journey is, we never take time for ourselves, especially if we try to juggle the different hats. But to have something where you think about the networking aspect of it, what you're doing, also the spirituality of it. Because some people follow the secret, which is, but when you really look at all of it, it's all the same thing, just with different meanings.
Exactly.
So I think that's where it's coming when you hear this word empowerment is, I like to think about in the military with my ex-husband is, you never leave a man behind. So if you're going to the top, you gotta go to the top with your sisters with you. That mentality, I think, is what it is.
And it's not a clique. I find a lot of people get sisterhood confused with cliques.
Exactly.
If I count something, it's the same people all the time. Over and over, you listen to your phone and not growing and pulling up. This is a perfect example. Never forget, I was at a conference. It's like a ladder. And somebody has to hold that ladder while you climb up that ladder. But that ladder holder, once you get up, you don't step on her fingers, you don't kick her in the face or kick her down, you pull her up with you. And then the next one comes. And those are those women that's starting at base, ground zero, so to speak. You have to hold that ladder for that sister that's climbing up. And pull that other sister up.
Reach down and help her, really help her.
Yes, really help her in all areas, because we as women, we face a lot of different challenges, and we're going to be meeting women that have this entrepreneurial drive, but they may have some other issues too. They may be in an abusive relationship. So as we come together, we're going to have to help them to get through those things. So it's more than just You know, we say super women, we are super women in more ways than one. It's not only about our business, it's about some things that women are going to be coming in with that we're going to have to help them overcome. And it may be from some of our own experiences, because things that we went through wasn't about us anyway. It's about helping somebody else. Because I'm finding more and more women that I'm meeting that have other issues going on. So I started building up a database of women that I could refer them to, because I'm not good with mental health. I'm not good. I've never been, really in an abusive relationship. But I know it's not right. So I have to refer you to someone else that knows, that knows
their superpower.
Right.
So when you think about it like that.
When I think about this picture that you just showed, because I never really looked at it this way, what comes to mind to me is when we think about these groups, you could put a group of women together, and it doesn't have to be about this one's a doctor, this one's a lawyer. It will happen that sometimes in the group you'll have that.
Right.
But all I think about is, just like you said, somebody might be more in tune with their compassion side.
Right.
Whereas another woman might just be more in tune with her emotional side. Or some of the women will have the crown. So it's just about really being able to, like you just said, use our talent and help one another. And I think the biggest challenge with, and that's just not women, it's just human being, is we have to stop judging, prejudging. And I think we just have all that bone in us, or we can never judge, because everybody's situation is different.
Absolutely. So I thank you all for sharing and participating in the workshop part of it. We're going to move on to the exercise part of it so that we can actually begin to open these chakras. Okay? So we're going to get everybody.
My name is Shantrisa Smith. I was invited by Kara to a brunch, and I expect to learn more about business endeavors and to enjoy and fellowship with these lovely women here.
Okay, so I'm Allison.
And I'm Suzette.
And our business is Cupcakes and Whiskey. We love sweets.
We love to bake.
And we love to drink. So
We just figured we'd do something different with like alcohol-infused desserts. Appeal more to the adult eye. We make non-alcoholic bakery items too, so appeal to everyone. Try to do something different. We feel like our treats are very unique.
they are, for sure.